Hello, and welcome to the Extremely Casual Gamers podcast with Ellie, Chris, and Guy. This is a casual gaming podcast for the everyday gamer. And on today's show, Guy, you haven't really said much about your segment today. Are you just teasing it?
Secret squirrel stuff.
Ooh.
But there's a prize at the end.
Okay.
So are we allowed to tease anything at all here?
It's a quiz!
Ah, okay, great. Is
Okay.
it one of those quizzes where Ellie and I won't know the answer to any of them and the listener gets really frustrated?
I think Ellie won't know
Any of it?
90% of it.
Perfect.
Okay, so
But
it's
the
about
whole-
mainstream stuff then?
No. More details to come.
All right.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. And I want to chat about a little problem or scenario I'm having at home with Sam and the VR set that he bought a few weeks ago. And I want to get your input on it, what you think.
And Sam's one of your cats, right?
That's correct.
Thank God you said VR set, because I thought you were just going to bring one of like a marital issue to the podcast. Like, I'm having a problem with Sam.
That's not a bad idea, actually. I'll note that for next week.
The marital issue we're having is that we're not married.
Yeah, actually, good point. So fun show coming up today. But
Is it?
Yeah.
We haven't done it yet, Ellie.
Well, I think it's going to be really fun. And also, I
Yeah.
just want to say, Chris, happy birthday.
Thank you for yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for those listening, Monday, the 19th of August.
That's
Thank
the
you.
one.
Yes.
Another Leo sitting across from me, stealing my attention.
That's right. Look at me. It's my birthday. Had a lovely dinner last night. Ellie, sorry you couldn't make it.
Yeah, thanks for the invite that I clearly didn't
Well,
get.
you know when you've got... So it was me, Guy...
Oh, so Guy did get the invite and I didn't. Was
Producer
it-
Jacob and Sam,
Oh,
the other
and-
producer. No, it was me, Guy, and then my wife Lucy, and then one of my best mates Jamie from high school, and then Pugs, our producer on the radio station.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't want to have a big one.
No, I understand.
Every year I usually get about like 20 people do a BYO or something, and this year I'm just like, and it's a Monday. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'll just invite the 4 people I really want to be there,
Yeah.
and the one hanger on.
Yeah.
Wait, who was that? Was that Guy?
That's his wife.
That's Lucy, my wife.
Yeah.
God, insisting
There was-
on being with me.
There was 5 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a table of 6. Like, there was a spare table.
Oh,
That
so
was
I
right.
could
That's-
have come. I could have been invited then.
Well, we had the perfect amount of food, right?
It was, actually. If anything, maybe too much.
Yeah.
Maybe there was enough food for maybe one more.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah.
No, let's go. I had my birthday a few weeks ago and I didn't invite any of you. So
that's what I said.
So we're flat. We're
And
fair.
Chris forgot it was my birthday back in June.
Oh, awesome.
That's right.
Great friend.
We all hate each other. Anyway, on today's episode.
Yeah, let's get into some listener feedback. Now, this week, the main thing we're going to chat about is everyone came in after we spoke last week about celebrities and video games.
That's right.
They all came in and told us everything that we'd missed, which was quite a lot.
Which is pretty much every video game ever made.
Pretty much. Even Detroit Become Human apparently got a big cast. Didn't know. Didn't realise that it had a big cast in it. But there were special mentions from Brianna for Fable 3. There are apparently lots of names in that, like Stephen
Fable.
Fry.
Oh,
Yeah, John Cleese.
Monty
Cleese.
Python.
Yeah.
That's an iconic voice.
That
John
is an
Cleese.
iconic voice.
Those games are famous for like promising the world, and then it came out and it just wasn't quite as good as they'd promised. The Fable games. I remember getting very excited for it.
Really?
Yeah, but they were cool, but just
Yeah.
not quite what they were promising.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. Alice had some interesting feedback about the Dishonored series. Apparently, it's packed with celebs like Pedro Pascal, Susan Sarandon, Chloe Grace Moretz, which we did mention last week. And she mentioned there's a great YouTube doco on the making of that series where they discuss the tension. They say that having these big stars cost a lot of money, which takes away from the budget of actually making the game, which is exactly what we were talking about
Isn't
last
that
week.
interesting? And and we're pretty avid gamers. I mean, we're extremely casual, of course, but we're
yes.
also avid. And half the time, I don't realize it is someone until afterwards, and someone tells me, and I've played the whole game.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
might even know the actor or actress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon would have been an expensive get.
Yeah.
And she doesn't strike me as somebody who really understands the video gaming world, especially a Dishonored game.
Very
Yeah.
bizarre.
So I feel like, I mean, I haven't watched this documentary and I could be proven completely wrong, but I feel like if there was any tension.
Yeah.
Wow, you're putting it all on Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, well, poor Susie.
Oh, bloody Thelma or Louise. I don't know which one she is.
Alice also said that solely voice actors who are unknown don't bring as much interest to the game, but they cost much less and they can voice multiple characters. They're actually more versatile. So I agree still. I stand by what I said last week. Stop bringing names into games. Just let the people who are voice actors do it, you know?
Look, I will admit it is quite cool having Keanu Reeves and Cyberpunk popping up.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's cool Keanu, but I'm literally at the part of Cyberpunk, and I've done the full cleanup of the map, right?
Oh, yes, you talked about that.
And I'm at the gate to enter the DLC area.
Yeah.
The first mission is just called Go to the Gate of Dogtown, and the DLC takes place in this area called Dogtown.
Right.
And that's where Idris Elba comes in.
Yeah.
And apparently his performance in the game is excellent. So I have been a bit like, who cares about getting stars involved? But apparently his is great, so I'll play and then I'll make a
Okay.
decision after
I
that.
feel like
Yeah,
if
let us know.
a celebrity wants to be in a video game, they have to pass a test. I
Yeah.
feel like they have to be involved in the game community, like Henry Cavill and
Yeah.
Jack Black, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
They're allowed in.
They're gamers.
'Cause
They're allowed
gamers.
in.
Yeah.
Just
So-
males?
No.
Is that what you're sort of hinting at here?
Yeah, and not Susan Sarandon. Purely because she's a woman.
All right. Well, moving on from that, you wanted to give some feedback, didn't you, Chris? Have you got a bit of feedback there to give?
Well, I do have some bonus listener feedback, and this is actually podcast practice feedback. Oh.
Oh.
So over the weekend, we released our first ever recording of us in a studio together. Now, this isn't our first episode. This is literally, hey, should we do a gaming podcast? What about Ellie? She could be quite cool. And then I was
Yeah.
like, I don't actually know Ellie. Met up at a bar, said, should we do a podcast? We're like, yeah, let's do a practice first.
Yeah.
Then met up in a radio studio, did a practice, and that isn't released in its cold form.
Yes.
I left all the.
Yes, it was very raw.
It was
It
extremely
was a lot
raw.
more raw than I thought.
Well, just to peek behind the curtain, I sent a message out like, hey, I'm just listening to our podcast now, and holy cow, it needs so much editing and beeping, and there's a giant spoiler section in the middle of it. And you were like, let's just release it in its raw form. Like, that's part of the charm.
Yeah.
And so I left all the middle parts in, but I think people will love that,
No,
how
I
we're
liked
discussing it, you know.
yeah, it was fun.
Peek behind the curtain. So I've got, do you want my feedback first or
Yep.
the listeners' feedback?
Yeah, let's go with yours.
Yeah, nice way to make a decision, Ellie. It's good.
Thank you so much. Was it the right one?
Yeah. You'll be lying awake in bed tonight thinking about that. The notes I've got here, Ellie talked about games not called Detroit Become Human.
True.
Wow.
That's true, actually.
Your go-tos were Life is Strange
Yes.
and The Sims
Yes.
at
yeah.
the very start.
Yeah, wow, I really dropped off on those, didn't I?
Yeah,
I'll have
that's
to bring
weird.
them back. Yeah.
So those were before Detroit took over your
Yes,
life. Those
yes.
were your big main two.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, interesting. It also started with a discussion about the Last of Us TV show and the game as well. And it was Ellie's first ever time admitting that she hasn't played or seen something or know anything about it.
Yeah, true.
Straight off the bat, about 5
Yeah.
minutes into the podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight in, haven't seen it,
Hey.
haven't played it.
Extremely casual.
Exactly. Thank
That's-
you very
that's what
much.
we do.
Living up to that title.
Thank you.
You also didn't know who Pedro Pascal is. Do you reckon you can point him out of a lineup now?
Definitely.
Yeah, you know who he is?
Definitely, yeah.
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 And then I wrote in all capitals, huge spoilers at exactly 16 minutes and 2 seconds. And then still in capitals, worst discussion topic ever, so many spoilers.
If this was legitimately released as our first episode, I feel like our success would have been halted.
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
People were like, I don't know if I want to listen to this podcast.
Not even the first episode, but also the first segment in the first episode.
Yeah, you came
Yeah.
in hot with
This
that.
launch. Yeah.
And the discussion topic was, if you haven't listened yet, it was what character death in a video game affected you the most? And admittedly, it's a good discussion topic.
It is, but
And
it
if-
does ruin a lot of games.
It does ruin a lot of games. That's why I just put a bit of a spoiler warning in it. So you can go listen to the podcast. It tells you the exact moment to skip forward to so you don't miss anything other than the spoilers. Although a lot of people listen to it and seem to enjoy the spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just as long as you're clear about it
Yeah.
and you're warning people, then they can skip forward. But basically the discussion topic was, as I say, a top 10 of the worst deaths in video games. At the 26-minute mark, a little note I wrote down, Guy then blames the listeners for still listening to these spoilers and makes it their fault.
Classic guy.
It's like,
Yeah.
well, if you're still listening, then it's your fault. And I was like,
Well, no. To be fair, I stand by it. If we gave them plenty of warning that there are spoilers.
This is at the time
Did
we
we?
didn't. No, we didn't.
No, we did. You did. I know you've inserted a spoiler
Yeah.
thing, but even then, we said like, look, there are spoilers ahead.
Right.
So that's on them. Stand by it.
Yeah, fair enough, to be fair. But it's just so people are aware that if they don't want to listen to that particular chunk, Last of Us was ruined, The Witcher 3 was ruined, Halo was ruined, Final Fantasy 7, Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, and Gears of War 2 and 3 were ruined.
Yeah, wow. It's
And
like
that was
all of
just
it.
Wow, what
that
a
was
catalogue.
missing out a few as well because we're sort of off the cuff. We're like, oh, and what about that death in this game? I reckon there'd have been about 15 games ruined all
Yeah,
up.
for sure.
Ellie, off the back of Guy's segment, which is incredibly down buzz, you said that you loved it.
Oh,
And you were pleased about the spoilers, aka people pleasing.
Yes. There's our first taste of Ellie not giving us actual feedback.
Yeah, just being, yeah.
Just being
no,
nice.
I think I did think that it was a good segment. But,
But you were like, no, I don't care about the spoilers. That was a great segment. And to be fair, it was a good segment,
nah,
but it was
yeah.
just straight up like, I loved every second of it.
Nah, okay, all right. I might have been people pleasing. But
Although, to be fair, I know that Ellie will never play any of those games
Yeah.
that we talked about.
so I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, just on that, Ellie agreed at the end of the episode to play Hogwarts Legacy and report back to us.
Oh my gosh. I literally said that
Yes.
last week. on last week's episode.
And that's what I've got here. Good news is you don't have to listen to the second practice episode because she's still at the same point and still hasn't fed back yet.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I picked up as well? We were talking about what we're currently playing at the moment. I said, I'm into Farming Simulator.
That's right.
And at the time, I was, and then I didn't put it down for ages, and now I've only just got back into it. So, Ellie, we've just gone full circle.
Good work, guys. And to be fair, that was all my notes. There was a lot of swearing. You and I, Guy, were pretty loosey-goosey with it. Very annoying to edit.
Yeah.
I might have missed a few. Sorry about that if I did. Just don't want that explicit
That's
tag,
right.
you know.
That's right.
But we'll go to the listener feedback now. I did a wee post this morning. Should have done it over the weekend, to be fair. But Will Simpkins loved that it was uncensored, lol.
Oh, yes.
I think he means like untrimmed, the
Yeah,
bits in between.
I think he
think
meant
that-
swearing.
And maybe that, because
Maybe
there
we
were
need
a
to do
few.
more of it.
Because there
Yeah.
was so much swearing in it. And like one's in the background and one's under our breath and stuff. And I was like, oh, God. Come on, guys. Shelby said it was fun hearing the rumors about GTA 6 from you guys since this was before they had released any concrete info about it.
Yeah.
A little time capsule.
Yeah.
Tim Riccio or Riccio.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Amazing pod. I want to enter this into the Guinness Book of World Records for the number of spoilers. It was
Oh, yes.
hilarious.
We would
Thank
win
you, Tim.
that.
Mark Murray, he was just reminiscing because you had a discussion about when you lined up to buy Halo, was it?
Halo Reach, yep.
Yep. And he said, I remember queuing all night for GTA 4. Totally worth it with a little picture of a little lockbox. GTA 4, I think I got that day one as well.
GTA 4 was such a cool game.
With Nico Bellic. Yamakaze. Is that racist? No, it's fine. Let's just move on. People saying that, yeah, they love it. Jory loved it. Jared loved it as well. They said the spoilers were great. People love this. Well, certain people love the spoilers.
Maybe
All
we
right.
should bring it into as a segment
Yeah.
where I just surprise you guys and an alarm will go off and then I'll just, without warning, just like spoil
Blah, blah,
it.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
It's like a
Club.
drive-by spoiler.
Oh, my goodness. I'd love that. Mark Avera.
Oh, yeah.
Just Mark.
Yeah, just say Mark, yeah.
So he liked the fact that it's basically still the same, other than the fact that, Ellie, you are the anchor now. You're not having a clue what we're talking about. Guy Mansell spoiling every game possible, and me bragging about 100% in games on hardest difficulty. Nice to hear the unedited parts of you guys deciding where this segment break should go as well. So we
Nice.
are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Just we're not swearing as much.
No. And I feel like I sound more relaxed these days. 'Cause
Absolutely.
That was the first time me and you'd really properly interacted, Chris.
And I have quite an intimidating presence.
Yeah, it was a bit scary. And you
Was
were
it?
pressing all the buttons and stuff. So.
That's right. You weren't actually scared though, right?
No.
Well, now people are going to think I'm scary. What's that about?
Oh, that's all. Well, thank you for your feedback. And if you haven't listened to the episode, then by all means, go and jump. It's just wherever you listen to this one, just scroll
back
down.
one.
Scroll down, and it's
Yeah.
there.
And also, while you're doing that, give us a little 5-star review and click download and auto save.
Big thank you
Seamless.
to everybody that's given us a review as well, because I just went on Spotify and we've jumped up. We've got like 160, 170
You're
reviews.
joking?
Yeah.
Really?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And
Oh, wow.
we're sitting at like a 4.9, which is
Oh,
very
my
generous.
goodness. Thank you so much.
guys.
Kind of
Oh.
pissed it's not a 5.
Yeah, no.
Guy,
mm,
comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, well, they're thieving my joy.
Only 11 ratings on Apple, so that's where I get mine from. So I was kind of like, oh, come on, everyone. But I'm the only one that uses Apple, obviously.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
just going to write one now.
Just live on air.
Yeah, while you do the gaming news.
Oh,
No,
okay.
No, just read it out as you're typing it.
Love these guys so
Gaming
much.
news!
Oh.
Gaming news. Last of Us fans prove they are just the worst.
Oh, God, yeah. Here we go.
So, as you guys know, the Last of Us TV show. Actually, we were just talking about the practice episode. We talked about it in the episode. Ellie, still have you watched it?
No. Still haven't watched it.
Well, the Last of Us TV show starring Pedro Pascal,
Yes.
Bella Ramsey, very amazing TV show based off the award-winning video game. They've wrapped up season 2, which is everyone's very excited about. And obviously, if you've played Last of Us Part 2, the video game, there's a new character in the game called Abby, right? And she is a very controversial character.
She is.
And I'm not going to spoil anything as to why she's controversial.
Good
I
work,
think
Guy.
I think she's a fantastic character. I think she added a lot to the game.
The more I played as Abby, the more I enjoyed her.
Yeah.
At the start, I was like, I don't want to play as Abby. And
Yeah.
then now, by the end of it, I was like, I get it, man.
I preferred playing as Abby as I did as Ellie. Like, I switched towards the end.
Because she's actually stronger and stuff.
I think she did she was a very good character. Well, in the TV series, in the game, there's also a side character called Dina, and in the TV series, she's played by a girl called Isabella. She jumped on a podcast to talk about Caitlin Dever, who plays Abby, right?
Right, okay.
So they were having a chat on this podcast, and she says that Caitlin had to have extra security to walk her around the set in case of fans, and I say fans in quotation marks because I can't really call them fans of the series, who genuinely hate the character. So there are fans out there of The Last of Us who hate Abby so much that they felt it necessary to hire security to protect the actress who will be portraying Abby in the show.
That's wild.
It's that those people who cannot associate a character to an actress or an actor. And this isn't the first time this happened. This happens all the time. The guy Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy.
Oh, yeah.
He got a lot of hate.
I've got one. Joffrey.
Yeah.
From Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Yeah, his name's Jack, I think he is.
Yeah.
And he is apparently the loveliest guy ever. Everybody on set loved Jack. But he played King Joffrey from Game of Thrones, who was a horrible character. But he quit acting, basically.
Oh, that sucks.
Because people just cannot
Unsociate
the two.
Yeah.
So, and apparently Caitlin, who plays the role of Abby, is like water off a duck's back to her, and she's okay with it. She was, very honored and excited to play the role. But I find you cannot call yourself a fan of a video game if you have so much hatred for someone who is fictional.
Yeah, that's insane, eh?
Yeah.
That's scary. And that just means that actress is just a really good actress. Like, she's getting punished for doing a great job, which is sad.
But no one knows what she's done yet. They just don't they don't like Abby. Caitlin's fine, but they just associate the two. It's wild.
Also, I feel like if you played The Last of Us 2 and you came away from it still with a hatred of Abby and not having at least a bit of understanding,
then
you haven't understood at all the whole point of that video game. The whole idea is you hate a character and then you have to go with them on her journey, and then by the end of it, you sort of understand why that character is the way they are.
Right.
And I came away from it being like, because there's a real awesome bit where the game finishes, and I came away from that real powerful moment being like, yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got some empathy for that character by the end of it.
100%, man.
Lovely.
There are those with this particular story about, extra security and stuff. People are saying, is it like a
marketing ploy?
A marketing ploy.
Maybe.
Like, did it actually happen?
Oh,
why would there be security that much security necessary on the set? Like, nobody on the set's going to go and knock her in the head.
Yeah, true.
So it could be one of those things where it's a bit of a yarn.
Maybe.
But I'm not going to say that that's true because I'd like to believe
we don't know.
No, and to be honest, I would believe that people would confuse characters with actors for sure. Like
and
what you said.
And Caitlin, if you look at the comparison, they've done well casting her. Like, she genuinely does look like Abby.
So she kind of looks like Abby.
She just needs to get jacked.
Yeah,
because Abby's quite a
bulk.
jacked character.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm really excited for the TV show, and I'm really excited to see how Caitlin portrays Abby.
Yeah,
she's a really cool character.
I like Abby. She's way better than Ellie.
Yeah.
Classic. Was that like a gag? Because
No,
my
it's
name's
just-
Ellie. And
No, you're not in the game.
I didn't even think about it. I didn't even
Oh, way
make
to
that
make it all about
connection.
you,
Oh, Ellie.
Classic Ellie.
So as I mentioned a few weeks ago, Sam has bought the VR set for the PlayStation.
PlayStation VR 2.
Thank you, guys.
Jinx.
That was so cute.
That
what we
was
just
really
said.
cute. Now, I'm facing a problem in my daily life at the moment that I didn't think about. Didn't think I'd encounter with this VR set. But Sam's loving it. He is all amongst it. He's basically living in a different world to me at the moment, and I'm here for it. You enjoy that, babes. But when I come downstairs to talk to him, not even talk to him, or just do something in the kitchen, I don't know how to approach him. It's actually so tricky.
It's like approaching a sleepwalker.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in Step Brothers, you just tap him on the shoulder, like,
Exactly. So he's got these earpieces in, so that he's fully immersed.
Yeah.
Eyes are gone, ears are gone, all his senses are just in this world.
Yeah.
And I always just come downstairs going, does he know I'm here? Should I say something? Am I going to be frightened? I'm just overthinking. And I haven't quite worked out what the best strategy is.
Can I just request, by the way, a social video of you attempting to get his attention and playing Silly Bug as well? He's in the zone.
That's a great idea.
And then you post that on your very, very,
yes.
high quality Instagram page with 50-something thousand followers.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. I have been looking at him and thinking he looks so stupid and I should do videos of him.
Yes, you should embarrass your partner.
I should,
Yeah.
That's what love is, right?
Right,
Yeah.
so What's making you scared? Is it been a situation where you've come up to him and you've maybe approached him in the wrong way and he's reacted negatively?
Not yet, no. But first of all, if I was immersed in the VR set, I just go straight away with how I would feel. I would hate anyone touching me and getting a fright. So I'm more going, how do I do this without giving him a fright, without me getting hit in the face? Because there's also the 360 around him. You don't know where he's swinging next. Like, it's not a safe arena. It's scary.
Yeah.
So I haven't had any. I just don't know quite what the success story will be, because I can yell, which I have tried, and often he'll hear me. But again, I just feel bad that I've like ruined his immersion. I don't know if I've given him a fright.
Ellie, you need to it's important though, right? Because you'll be asking him important stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
not as important.
Do you want to get Uber Eats?
Exactly.
right.
I'm
But he
hungry.
does.
I'm hungry. Yeah. So I thought I'd just like tell you some ideas that I have of how I could approach him. Of
course.
Yeah.
You can tell me whether they're good or not.
Yeah.
And also feel free to suggest any other
Yeah,
suggestions.
I'm cooking a few.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right. So my first one is just yell at him, which I have tried, and it's fine, but it's not actually that fun. And also, I feel like there must be a better way.
Also, you've got neighbours,
Yeah.
and you don't have to.
Exactly.
You don't want them thinking that you're having an argument.
Exactly.
An argy-bargy.
Yeah, we're a townhouse as well. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
share walls. So it's all very claustrophobic. So the next option is just turn off the PS5.
Oh, that is a toxic girlfriend thing.
That's 0 to 100.
No, I won't do that. That was
Wait,
just
wait.
a little bit.
So there's a controller though, right?
Yeah, yes, I guess there is.
So what
yeah.
you need to do is get a controller and have it in the kitchen.
Oh, that's not a bad
walk in
idea.
and just pause it.
That's not a bad idea. I
Does it
didn't
work
think
like
of
that?
that.
I think so.
Yeah, would it?
Yeah.
Yes, he's got the hand controllers
Depends
in his
what game
hands.
he's playing.
Yeah, he's done a lot of, he's done Job Simulator. He's been doing this other one where it's like playing squash, but it's not quite squash. Anyway, very like lots of arms flailing, put it that way.
Right. So you don't actually want to physically go near him.
It's a bit like, am I just going to get hit in the face here? Like, where's his range of movement? I'm not sure. The next thought I had was, do I just get a broom and just tap him on the nose so I don't get hurt?
On the nose.
Yeah, even just the nose.
Get him
straight in.
get a pool cue.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. Is it
little-
just
little poke.
like a little animal? Like
What was the popping noise?
just putting it in his bum.
in his love handles.
She said bum bum. Ellie.
Now Sam's gonna hear me say love handles. He's gonna be like, "Aw."
The next one I had was should I just lie on the ground, go like full
Commando.
Yeah, commando, and just
Full
wait for him
Mission
to,
Impossible.
Yeah, just wait for him to stand on me or trip over me. No, that's probably a bit dangerous. Probably shouldn't do that one.
No, I like it.
Okay, yeah,
I think
it's a bit of fun.
Once again, I think I want to request you trying all of these strategies.
Okay, and I'll put the camera up. Yeah, good
Yeah.
idea. The
She's
other
not
one,
going to do it.
I've already forgotten what you asked.
She's playing Hogwarts Legacy.
We're going to be listening to this recording of this podcast in 10 years' time. And we're going to be like, you still haven't done it. And you and Sam split up 9 years ago.
The next one, just hit him in the nuts. You know,
Why the nut?
Why
I don't
do girls think
That-
that getting hit in the nuts is funny?
No, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Hit him in the shin.
Sorry, shin. Oh, I mean
Shin.
That said shin. Sorry, I read that wrong. No, yeah. Another one I thought was throw a pillow at his face because like no one's gonna get hurt. But then no, that's a bit disorientating.
I'd be ropeable if someone did that to me.
If
Yeah,
a
see,
VR
that's
headset
hard.
as well, if that hits you in the face, there's the chance of
True.
it possibly damaging the headset.
True,
But it's also
okay.
in the face.
Well, if you're
Not
going to
that
do
one.
something, you go up to him, you grab the VR headset. I assume it's got like an elasticy thing, and you pull it
Yeah.
forward, then let go of it.
like you did
Oh.
with your mates with the swimming
With a
goggles.
swim
That's
snorkel.
a classic. Yeah, all right. Okay, I'll add that to the list. I could just bring the rubbish bin over and just open it up and just wait for him to smell it.
Oh, using different sensors.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
now we're
the
talking.
nose. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought the nose could be a good sense.
Is there a particular meal that he likes?
Yeah, you could cook the meal every time you need his attention.
Yeah,
Oh,
waft
yeah.
it under his nose.
Oh my
Every
God.
time.
Like a cartoon pie on a shelf, and he floats over the smell.
That's a great idea. Tempt him with food because my next option was should I just let off a fart and wait for him to smell it and then he knows I'm there?
Now, I'm surprised this wasn't your first and only suggestion.
That is.
That is actually shocking that we didn't think of that sooner.
Yeah, I feel like that might be the best way to go though because
I
he
think
knows my scent.
What you do
Oh my
is.
god, what are you? That's like a dog, like
Sorry.
two dogs that know each other,
Yeah.
like sniffing bums. Like, Ellie's been here. That's her bum bum.
Yeah, we love each other.
Let's not forget, Guy, that also we have a video of you absolutely ripping ass outside Ellie's house.
Oh yeah, and the
We-
And the
doorbell.
security footage. We need to repost that.
We do.
It just didn't pick up the fart though. It
I
just picked up
know.
our reaction, and man, was that a rip.
I thought it was a fake fart. That's how like big it was and how impressive it was.
Once
actually.
again, we should upload that and just put a fart noise under it. Did we ever do that?
No, we never did it.
remember.
Have you got the footage still?
Yeah, I would do it. It'd be on
If
my
we just
phone.
chuck a fart from YouTube under it and
Yeah.
then put that on Instagram, mate, gangbusters. gangbusters. People will be listening to our potty in no time.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are hilarious.
For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
these guys talk about gaming? I thought it was a fart podcast.
I reckon so the cooking, we'll address the cooking one first.
Yeah, okay.
Let's say you're lying on the kitchen ground covered in blood because you've had an accident and you need to
Exactly.
get his attention. And then you're like, shit, I've got to make lasagna, which takes ages. It has like 5 layers of pasta, you know, like that's
Yeah.
not going to
Bechamel
work.
sauce is hard to make.
It
is.
is bechamel. I couldn't remember the name of it. If you're like dying on the floor, you reckon you could rip a fart?
I think I could always rip a fart.
Well, yeah, I reckon that's the best option somehow.
I agree. I actually think me ripping a fart is the only option I have.
The only option.
and-
I literally out of options.
Yeah.
No other option's going to work. I've just got a fart.
He's playing this on PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Why don't you, and this is a legitimate one,
Mm.
why don't you download the PlayStation app? Because
yeah.
I imagine he's got an account.
Yeah.
You've got an account.
Yeah.
On the PlayStation app, you can send direct messages to your friends.
Oh.
So you could, if you wanted to, message him off your phone, like you're sending him a text through the PlayStation app, and he'll be on his screen. It'll pop up with,
That's a great idea.
I just farted.
But
Sniff.
smell it.
Just write him a message saying sniff. And he'll be like, what's that? And then you'll have farted. And he'll go,
Yes.
oh my God, it's lasagna time.
That is weird.
Yes, it's okay. That's the perfect thing. I'm going to text him and fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.
You only need to do one. Just fart.
Oh, okay, just fart. Okay.
Can we also just acknowledge the fact that this is the most Ellie thing ever, because this is an entire segment of you people pleasing your partner by not breaking his immersion to
Yeah.
VR. He is playing Job Simulator all day long. Is he okay? Like, does he
Oh,
need
maybe he's
need a
not.
part-time gig or something?
Yeah, maybe this is a bigger issue than I've thought.
Yeah. Maybe he needs to go to therapy simulator.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, maybe you're right. No, thank
Just
you guys.
tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, maybe I'll just tap him on the shoulder,
Just
eh?
tap
After
him.
all that,
Yeah.
just tap him on the shoulder.
Tell
Okay.
him to just not have it as loud in his ears.
It's a really good point, guy. Thank you. Well, I guess this was a waste of time, but
It was a fun segment.
hey, bag of laughs, am I right? Yeah.
Hey, that's what we're all about.
As we mentioned at the start of the podcast, a big happy birthday to Chris. He
Yes.
turned 37?
Oh, shit, it is 37.
Shit.
33rd birthday yesterday. So Ellie and I, we got you a present.
You actually got me a present.
Like a genuine present. Now,
Why did you give me a present?
because I saw it in the store and I thought this would be, I saw it on the weekend. I thought this
Yeah.
would actually be perfect for Chris.
Can I also just say, when you showed up with a Whitcool's package, I was like, oh, late to the podcast, but you had time to stop at Whitcool's.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
right.
So this is from Whitcool's, which is like a bookstore.
bookstore.
I couldn't be bothered wrapping it, but if you want to open up the bag
It's heavy.
and have a look inside at the book in which we got you, came out of the show budget, not out of ours.
Yeah, don't worry, we didn't actually pay for that.
The Pokemon Super Extra Deluxe Essential Handbook. Need to know stats and facts of over 875 characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a thick book, probably about 1.5 inches,
Oh, that is a heavy tome.
and it's got from A to Z all of the Pokemon.
Yeah, that's awesome.
wow.
Yeah. So obviously you've got the what are the leagues? The Kanto, the Johto, the Huen, the
Hoenn.
Sinnoh, the Unova, the Yova, Kalos, and Galera.
It sounds like Ellie reading out people's names from our group.
Yeah, so 875 Pokemon.
Thanks,
So,
mate.
because obviously Chris is a big Pokemon fan.
He is.
So we thought this would be good little, and it tells you all the facts, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, because Chris knows a lot about Pokemon,
Yeah.
in order for you to keep this, because you haven't got it yet,
Yeah, I haven't got it yet.
we've got a quiz.
Oh, God, I hope it's the older ones. Oh,
So-
my God. Oh,
10
my God.
questions about Pokemon.
Okay.
From easiest
Is this an
to
open
hardest.
book test?
No.
Okay.
You gotta know it.
Actually, Ellie can just hold on to the book.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that you don't quite steal this yet because you gotta earn it, bro.
Yeah. So if you
gotta earn
don't
it.
get it, you don't get the book, and we get to hit you with it.
Oh, wow, that's a heavy tome.
Number
Yeah.
1. What level does Charmander evolve into Charmeleon?
This is the easiest one.
Yes.
16.
Correct.
Yeah.
Whoa, nice.
Name one of the 3 starting Pokemon in Pokemon Silver or Gold.
Wow, this is already getting harder. Chikorita, Cyndaquil, or Totodile.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
you only have
bonus
to name
points.
one, but you got 3.
Nice.
That's 4 points.
What color is a Nidoran?
Oh, God. A Nidoran? Which one?
Ooh, good
Ooh.
catch.
Ooh.
That was a trick. That
Male
was
or
a
female?
trick question.
Yes.
Because there is a male or a female Nidoran which are pink or blue. So correct.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So I didn't even... Okay.
The question was a trick.
Ah, yeah, okay.
All you needed to do was say which one.
It's a trap!
Got him.
Number 4. What type of Pokemon is a Philish?
Just quickly, do I have to get all 10 correct?
No, because I'm pretty sure from now on you're not going to get any correct.
How do you spell Philish?
Fillish. Philish.
Well, it sounds like a fish. It's got fish in it.
Sounds like filet-o-fish, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it sounds like a filleted fish. I'm going to say a fish.
It's a floating Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what,
okay.
flicking through that book, when you think of types of Pokemon, you think of ground, flight, like fire.
Yeah, so
There
they've
are
got,
so many types of Pokemon now.
but that Fillish, whatever it is, will have an actual like type and then a weird type.
Ellie, if you go to any Pokemon, it's
Yeah.
got the title of the Pokemon, and then underneath it, it says what type it is, right?
Yeah, Honchkrow. Honchkrow? Big boss Pokemon.
Yeah.
Is
do
that
the
what you're
one.
saying?
Do the one next to it. Ho-Oh.
Ho-Oh is rainbow Pokemon.
So yeah, it's not. It's flying and fire type.
No, Chris, this is according to the book.
Okay.
Already he's...
This is your Bible now.
Yeah.
You must follow it.
Okay.
Well, is it his Bible?
Or maybe not. Mm-mm.
And what item in each hand does a Conkeldurr hold?
Far out. A Conkeldurr.
Yeah.
Well, it's obvious. You Conkeldurr brain. He's got sticks. Wait.
Just have a little think. Look at the Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr.
Conkle?
Kong.
Oh, drums.
No.
Bananas.
No. Where'd you get bananas from?
King Kong. Donkey
No,
Kong.
Con.
Oh, it doesn't have. Trick question doesn't have hands. It's an anaconda.
No, it's concrete pillars. It holds two giant concrete pillars.
Oh, I know the
There
one.
you go.
There it is.
I do know the one. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm just starting Ruby now, so I'll be able to. Or is it the next one?
Number 6. What Pokemon am I describing here? It mixes gases between its two bodies.
Wheezing.
Correct.
Yeah,
Nice.
baby.
Well done.
Goomy is a Pokemon. True or false?
Goomy.
Goomy.
No, it's not. You made that up.
It is a Pokemon.
Damn it!
It is a soft tissue Pokemon.
What?
It sounds like jizz.
A Goomy.
Like Goomy.
Yeah. I swear, and also, if you were to make up a Pokemon, I reckon it would be called Goomy as well.
Oh, yeah. It even looks like a little sperm.
Oh my god, Goomy. That is not what. Okay, you need to take Sam to the doctor. Jesus.
All right, number 8. You might get this one. What color is the baby Kangaskhan that sits in its mother's pouch?
Pink with a little grey bit on it.
It's purple.
Purple with a little grey
Well,
bit.
I'll accept pink.
Yeah,
it's kind
thanks,
of
mate.
a slight lightish purple.
Yeah, yeah.
True or false? There is a keyring type of Pokemon. So you were just talking about the types.
Okay, yeah.
Keyring.
I'm going to say true because the modern version of Pokemons have started to sprinkle in some quite weird types. They've run out of ideas. And
They genuinely have run out of ideas and
Yeah.
have just looked around the office and gone, all right, let's make a Pokemon based off a set of keys, which is correct. It's called a Clef Key. If you want to look that up, Ellie, in your encyclopedia.
A cliff.
Clef Key with a Klefki. A Clef Key is a keyring type of Pokemon.
Yeah, right. Chris Key and a Clef Key.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there she is.
Oh, wow.
Literally looks like a set of keys.
And look
Yeah.
at the one below it, Clink, which is just two
Cogs.
sprockets.
Yeah.
Or cogs, and it evolves into even bigger cogs.
There's
Wow.
a three series, that one.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Goodness me.
All right, your
Amazing.
final question for the Pokemon quiz. What animal has extra soft cheeks that are super stretchy?
What animal?
What animal, sorry. What Pokemon?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
right. I was like, oh, I'll join in for this one.
No, sorry. What Pokemon has extra soft cheeks that are super stretchy? Hint, it's in the first 150.
Either a Pikachu or a Jigglypuff.
Which one are you going to answer with?
I'm going to answer with. I want to say Jigglypuff, right? My brain says Jigglypuff, but I've got this image in my head of people grabbing Pikachu, saying, "Oh, look how cute this Pikachu is," and then pulling its cheek and going like that, and then Pikachu gets angry and thunder shocks them.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Is correct.
Yes.
Well done.
Nice. You did really well.
Yeah.
Clutch. I think
Yeah.
I only got
I think
2 or 3.
No,
wrong.
I think you got about 4 or 5. So
Wow,
I'd say, I mean, I don't want to take that book home. So
Nah, I don't want it either.
So
Here
there we
you
go.
go.
Well,
Happy
hang on.
birthday,
I think I
Chris.
got about 8 or 9 right.
You did
so
actually get most right. That's what I thought.
Thanks,
Reckon?
guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Well
you very
done.
much for this.
deserve it.
Tell you what, though, I was kind of disappointed in that book because I thought it would tell you what level Pokemon evolve, but it doesn't. it tells you their height and their weight, but it doesn't say when it evolves.
Yeah, so the issue with these books, well, not the issue, but these
gonna
books
say,
are for people that love the Pokemon anime.
Yeah.
And it's like all about the Pokemon you see on the show.
Right.
Whereas
right.
if you're a gamer nerd and you want to know what moves they learn and when they learn them and when they evolve, blah, blah, you need to get a serious
I loved
walkthrough.
the original 150 handbook. The
Yes,
one with
the
Pikachu
red
on
one.
the front, the red one.
That's
that
right.
was so good. Like, it told you everything.
And then they did like a special edition shiny one when they added Mew to
They
it.
did.
Ah.
Is that exciting, Ellie?
Oh, yeah. Wow, intriguing.
Ellie's still thinking about how she's going to get Sam out of his VR coma.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah.
For sure.
But anyway, happy birthday,
Happy
mate.
birthday,
Now,
Hey,
hopefully
thanks,
have a
guys.
bit of light reading as you read about a Jumpluff.
Yeah, thank you.
Or a
Jump Luff from that's from the second season of Pokemon, so that's fine. That's from
Oh, is
Gold
it?
and Silver. Yeah, you've got Jinx there, who's now purple rather than black.
Oh, well, there's also Jinx, but then she evolves from a Smoochum.
A Smoochum, that's from the second series as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
The second series, they did a whole lot of baby Pokemon. Like Elekid evolved into a what's the
Electabuzz.
Electabuzz?
Yeah.
Little baby cute ones. And what Ellie evolved into Pikachu?
Sleepachu.
Sleepachu. I forgot how funny it is when you go to Ellie for stuff.
Pikachu evolves into Raichu, but it was like a Pichu.
Pichu. That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was the thing I threw to you once for on this podcast? And that's right. And you said sandwiches randomly out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
I was
can't
like,
remember.
and of course, Ellie, they blah, 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 blah. And you were like, sandwiches. It's like, no. But no, thank you very much, guys. I will definitely cherish this. And if I don't, it'll be part of the set here, which will be quite a nice dressing.
True.
Yeah.
We'll benefit from it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys. Thank you.
Sandwiches.
Hey, thanks for tuning in for another week of the ECG podcast. I do just want to acknowledge that I said I was going to do a Spirit Fair review this week. I haven't done it because I know it's outrageous.
I am done.
Yeah,
I think you should take a 2-week break from this podcast. You are. Well, let's lock you out for 2 weeks.
Funny you said that.
Suspension.
I might actually take you up on that, guy. No, yeah, I've been very sick the last 5 days, and I didn't have my creative juices flowing, and I really want to do it justice. So I will do that, but it is not this week. And Guy's not actually kidding. I won't actually be here for the next 2 weeks because they just kicked me out. Guys, help me. They kicked me out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go on a little 2-week holiday, so I won't be here next week. But what are you guys going to play this week?
Well, hang on. No, where are you going on your holiday?
Oh, I'm going to go back to LA because,
Because I'm Ellie and I'm from LA.
Yeah, I'm a Hollywood star.
Yeah.
Nah, going to go see a couple of friends again. Just have a little bit of a chill.
So what's the deal here? Because Sam, your partner, he's a videographer.
Yeah.
He's got his own business. Does he quite often go to LA to shoot stuff?
Sometimes, yeah. So the last time I went, he was going through LA for a work trip. So that's why I went that time because it was like, oh, easy. His flights are paid for. This one is just more of a little impromptu little trip that we're going to just go on and see some friends.
How cool is it to be able to say last minute trip to LA for 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's quite fun actually.
And if I do anything last minute, it's like, should we go to the mall? I was like, yeah. Should we get a coffee?
Ooh.
Oh.
No, yeah. So that's what I'll be doing. What will you guys be playing though?
I'm going to be playing, I said last week that I was going to play that Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, but over the weekend I was away with family for my nephew's birthday party. Hello, Zephyr, by the way. Apparently he watches. So.
Oh,
Zephyr does.
Zephyr
You're
watches
joking.
with my brother Ross.
Aw.
So if you wave, he might wave back. So I'm just going to wave for a little bit. Hello, Zephyr. So no, I didn't get to play that, but I'm deep in the farming simulator, guys.
Oh, cool.
Yep, I'm harvesting. I literally before I came out here today, I'm in the middle of planting some sunflowers.
Well, you were Googling last night something about sunflowers before
yeah,
you
yeah,
came.
yeah.
So are you researching the sort of the whether it's
year-
worth doing it?
Yeah, it was just about where I sell it and how I sell it to a certain different area and stuff like that. But
Right.
I'm in the middle of sowing, so I've bought 3 more fields.
Lovely.
So it's going to be a good harvest, guys. Good harvest.
Lovely. What are you going to be playing, Chris?
Just out of curiosity, is that Cyberpunk?
Obviously.
Is that Farming Simulator? Is that 22?
Yes,
Is there a more modern one?
25's coming out.
It's coming out.
Yeah.
See, that's cool, right? Only a 3-year,
Yeah.
big gap to actually get it right, rather than every year releasing one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
it's not like FIFA or something like that. But no, there's a lot of people talking about Farming Simulator 25. They're like everyone's really focused. If you go on the Reddit threads, mud mechanics. People really wanted mud.
Oh.
If
Is
you-
there no
if it-
mud?
If it's been raining and you're driving through a field, the tractor's still pretty grippy. But they're like, oh, but we mud.
Oh.
I like that, getting bogged down, literally bogged down in some details.
It'll make you really think about you driving through fields and whatnot.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do
wow.
like that. I'm actually tempted to get into Farming Simulator, but it's one of those ones I'm just going to push to the side and say, nope, never going to do it. Guy's doing that.
You should do it because I think you can go multiplayer and then we can
Cute.
I could be driving the harvester and I can pipe out and then you can drive up next to me and get the
Guy-
grain.
People can't hear this. If you're watching on YouTube, I just shook my head for 20 straight seconds as
Yeah.
Guy was talking just
That'll
then.
be awesome.
No, Guy, I already have to play, not have to, I already play Helldivers online with you and our mates, right?
Yeah.
That's my multiplayer game. This is how my brain works. I'm playing Cyberpunk. All right, that's my 2 games right now.
But we
I don't want to add in harvesting a field.
You're harvesting sorghum.
No, I've just decided that's not for me.
It's so annoying having to, when you want to cut the grass and bale it and stuff like that, it just takes forever. But if I'm cutting and you're windrowing and then
So you just want me to do half your work for you?
Yeah, and then you get half the rewards.
Right.
Woo!
Ellie, you do it.
Have fun. No, thanks.
Get Sam to do it on VR.
Oh, yeah. That could be quite
Can
fun.
manage an online farm.
Lovely.
Maybe there's a listener out there who's got nothing better to do and wants to be part of your farm guy.
Yeah.
Reach out at Get a Life on Instagram. At Extremely Casual Gamers Podcast if you'd like to help Guy out. Because I would
That would be funny.
I would do that. But I just have decided there's too many games on my list and I need to play them and I need to not get sidetracked.
Yeah, but your list is a bunch of games you've already played.
No, it's not.
Well,
Some
you've
of
got
them.
Cyberpunk, the extended one, the DLC, but then you're like Elden Ring.
No, the DLC of Elden Ring.
Oh,
But I'll play
Urge.
Elden Ring right through as well.
Yeah, of course you will.
Yeah.
I want to play Baldur's Gate, which is about 1,000 hours long.
Yeah, true.
And also, I think I'm going to play Lies of P. Actually, if anyone's played Lies of P, which is a game came out last year, it's like a Souls-like. It's like Elden Ring.
Oh, right.
Apparently, it's excellent. Let me know on the old group, the Extremely Casual group for Extremely Casual Gamers, because I'm curious to give it a go.
Yeah.
Lovely. And I'll probably be playing Trackmania in LA, I'm guessing.
Well, you've got a Switch.
I do. I know.
take the
I'm
Switch.
excited. I will be able to finish Spiritfarer on the plane. There you go.
Are you going to, though?
Yeah.
It's a
No,
long
yeah.
flight.
Yeah, it is a long flight. I probably will, actually. And also, I'm going to try out Fortnite this week, actually.
Have you never played it?
No, I've never played it. And I do need a little bit of knowledge for
Don't
an
you have
upcoming
a
event.
massive tournament coming up that you guys are involved with?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not playing in it, obviously, but I'm sort of hosting a bit of it. So I'm going to try Fortnite this week. Just see what it's all about. See how
Let me
bad
know
I
when you're
am.
on. Maybe we can
I
play
will.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I will.
Don't, because he'll just get you to be like, oh, before we do that, can we just bale some hay real quick? I really need a hand with this.
Oh, hey, thanks for listening as always. Give us your feedback at the Extremely Casual group for Extremely Casual Gamers page on Facebook. And Chris and Guy will see you next week. I will be active on the socials though, and I'll probably pop in some audio bite form next week, I'd say.
Is Cousin Beck still good to fill in?
Oh yeah, I'll ask her. That's a
Sweet.
great idea.
And it was for what, 5 weeks you were saying?
Get out of here. See ya.
Bye.